A strange new toy has taken the world by storm. Artificials are robot animals that come in all shapes and sizes. But these popular robo-pets have a strange secret. Some humans are able to combine with artificials to gain spectacular power. The organization, Hominids Opposing Artificials, desires to put an end to all robo-pets. Kitsuki Rowan, Rumi Peppercorn, Midoriya Kai, and Han No must band together to protect the artificials against this menace.
The camera will open up on at the auditorium, the gym of Low High, where all sorts of clubs have set up little tables for themselves, the clubs.
They're all just shouting, "We don't need your validation."
No, they're shouting the opposite.
Yeah, they want people to join them.
They're bad
Join
clubs,
us.
is the thing.
I wrote down like a shit ton of clubs, and now they're all gone. The one joke I remember and I wanted to make is that there is absolutely a speed running club that has set up a table. And if anyone wants to go towards it, they currently have a bunch of unsharpened pencils and are explaining the pencil sharpening speed run. And inviting people to try and sharpen a pencil as fast as they can. And they have a list of recorded times of people who have tried today. I don't know. I don't actually know how long it would reasonably take to sharpen a whole pencil down to the nub. So I'm not going to give a list of times. Like, oh, no one's done it this fast. I don't know what a good time for that should be.
5 seconds? Scrub.
That sounds like...
So,
maybe you're just starting out.
I'm gonna be the person that just like cheats and uses the drill. Like, there's the one version you're telling about where they let you use the drill.
No, that's a different category. Also, you shouldn't have that. That's dangerous.
That's someone arguing at that table right now.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it on YouTube. I can totally use a drill. No. There's different categories for. Oh God! Somebody else explain it. I'm too mad.
I'm gonna do an any
There
percent
are
run.
rules.
Do an any percent pencil sharpening run. I just.
Damn it!
Just make it sharp and stop.
Exactly.
You just turn it once and you're done. You sharpen it.
Exactly.
I'm going
Somebody
for the
trying to
100%.
fucking glitch out the pencil sharpening speed run.
Oh yeah, let's
snap
get a
the
fucking...
eraser off and be like, I don't get it. It looks the same.
Alright, where's the task runs of this?
So, anyways,
Well, we
Rumi,
need the drill pass from the wood shop for that.
Yeah.
you do 3 backflips and a bunch of sharpened pencils will fall from the sky.
Nice.
Anyways, Rumi, are you involved with this club?
No,
Okay.
it's terrible.
It's for nerds.
What is it? What even is their goal? I don't
You
get
aren't
it.
like carrying boxes of pencils for them.
No.
Kitsugi is definitely going to try to do the pencil thing. Because like just jamming the pencil into the sharpener, like that'll make it work better.
Actually, do you want to try and get a token for a light turn?
Ooh,
Because it looks to me like you might be letting your temper clash your judgment.
absolutely. If
You
she doesn't
just
come in
spend-
first, it's gonna piss her off.
Spend the entire day. No, I got it. Just give me one more pencil.
Even when they shoo her away, and eventually she shows back up pencils that she got on her own, like stole pencils from other booths.
Nice.
Stole a pencil and a stopwatch.
Yes.
Okay, so Kitsui, you're gonna spend most of the day at this booth. and you might not even join this club.
Oh, definitely not. This is super lame, but I have to win.
So you get the top score, you leave, come back a half an hour later, and it's been beaten.
Obviously.
By DJ Beats, of course.
By DJ Beats, yes.
DJ Beats is responsible for this.
I don't think you ever see him there. No, just the
That's how he
there.
gets you. You never see him coming until it's too late.
So, this is the opening joke of the episode, and Kitsugi, once you get the top time and walk away, the camera like stays on where you were standing, and DJ Beats walks in, and the camera cuts away very quickly before he can say anything.
I'm about to ruin this woman's entire career.
Or the audience can really register who he is.
Amazing.
But anyway, since I've lost my list, let's do a montage. Kitsugi, what other club booth do you go to? What other clubs are here?
If there's any kind of food club, she definitely like, or any kind of like cooking or anything like that, she definitely is a holy terror on that booth.
I want to establish that that was the booth I was going to pick, so Han's already been bullied into working at that booth by his girlfriend, who he is in fact still dating.
Yeah, my
Alright.
Kitsugi definitely tries to like convince Han to give her more he's supposed to.
They're making crab rangoon because it's really easy to make, actually.
Come on, a few extra. I mean, we know each other, right? That's how this works, right?
I've never seen this woman in my life.
I wake up every morning and hope that you drop dead.
Wow! That is about how smooth the time would be. Well, no, he and Kitsuki have been bonding a little bit, but he thinks it. He doesn't say it.
just thinking it's an improvement.
Mm-hmm.
He's growing as a person.
It's true.
The inexplicable table tennis club.
So yeah, Kimmy's in charge of the food club then, or the cooking club,
Yeah,
I
the
should
cooking
say.
club.
Awesome.
She's really big into science, Kimmy is. I've decided she's like a chemist, and cooking is like chemistry. It's
Oh
really
no,
similar.
she's a gastronomist.
Yeah. So.
Here, though, this sounds awful, but it tastes really
Yeah,
good.
it's really
promise.
good.
I don't actually know any of the stupid bullshit gastronomy is pulled. I just know
It's
it's
really
stupid
good.
bullshit.
They put it up a juice bar, and they're like mixing all sorts of weird stuff together into like various green colored drinks, because they always put like a bunch of fucking kale in that no matter what. It's like 90% kale. They're giving that away.
Alright,
Anyway, no, Han will only give
Rumi,
you
are you involved in this club?
What club was it?
The cooking club.
Rumi's not really a cook. She's kind of a get takeout and eat at home kind of person. She likes to shop.
Alright.
And that includes food. Okay, so here's what Rumi's doing. She is walking through the gym. She has an armload of like the various pamphlets and like it's like when you go to a con and there's all the free shit. She has all of that, and she is like walking, looking through all these things. I think she's probably filling out several applications at the same time. Like maybe I'll do this one. I probably got time for this one.
She's pressing really hard down on the top, and it's pressing through all the other forms.
No, I think she has a clipboard.
Nice.
Oh, well, that's how you can tell she's in charge.
Yes.
Yep.
You need to buy a clipboard just so no one
She's
will
got like,
question
you
you
know,
ever
the
again.
debate team one, the Model UN. She's got like all the ones that are very clearly the look at me, I'm a high achieving high school student applying for college clubs.
Okay,
Alex was at the debate
so
club,
yeah,
so have fun with that.
Not the fun ones.
I had fun with Model UN, but yeah, I get it. I understand. I had fun in spite of Model UN, to be more accurate.
So
Go ahead.
and she's walking through, and she sees the table for the occult club, and like walks by it, but like looks back at it, and like keeps walking, and like looks back in, and then like keeps walking.
Is it manned by Holly Conifer?
Oh God! Don't introduce her into the setting. Too much chaos.
The most ambitious crossover in history.
She's not going to speak because it's obvious that she would just have Rumi's voice. So she's just going to sit there and stare directly into the camera in every scene she's in to fuck with the audience.
She's gonna be in maximum gremlin mode and be like on screen at all times, like hidden.
It's just a cameo. It's for people paying attention.
Yes.
So I let Alice suggest a club. Jeff suggests a bunch of clubs. Jenner and Fefner, do you want to suggest any clubs that exist and we have to deal with for a bit?
I want to use a light term, but I don't know if it would cause enough chaos. So there's definitely a juggling club, all right?
Wow.
There's somebody juggling.
Yes.
And this isn't technically in direct action of me, but I want to say at some point or another, dude's just juggling. And then a familiar bucket is, it just falls into frame. And it just throws the juggler completely off.
I mean, do you have one prank?
Yes.
What was the
Midori
bucket sitting on?
Midori just walks by and is like, I wonder how that got there. Anyway.
It's hanging from the rafters and she just throws one of her claws at it.
So I imagine in this area there's the juggling club, there's the yo-yo club, there's just like a general clowning around club.
The ultimate frisbee
clown
club.
makeup and shit.
Nice. Unfortunately, once you mentioned clowns, I forgot everything else you were saying. So juggling, yo-yo.
That was the last thing I
Clowns.
said.
Yep, I think that was it. Okay. I was writing it down. I got the juggling, and you said clown. Like, okay, well, that's all I
But
really need to
they're
remember.
like threefold like display board actually says clown around it. So that's not the name of the club.
Great. This
So, yeah,
high school
before-
sucks.
Before Midori even walks into frame, that bucket returns. The juggler freaks out, tosses the bucket. How could a yo-yo screw that one up?
Yo-yo grabs the bucket's handle, wraps around it.
Oh god, get it away! And he just starts walking the dog in an attempt to throw it off.
Accidentally hits someone in
Tosses the
head.
bucket. It falls over the clown, who takes it off and just looks at like the nearby mime club and is just like, "This is your doing, wasn't it?"
The clown goes to punch the mime, but his hand is stopped as if by an invisible box. When does the clown go for backup and go to like one of the supply closets and opens a very tiny locker and like 10 clowns pop out of it? I don't know why, but a bunch of clowns in a very small space is a go-to joke I will use at any opportunity.
Good.
Classic.
All right, Jenner, you said you were going to add a cookie club if no one else did. Do you have any other clubs you want to
Yeah,
add?
so first I want to establish that Han does not give Katsuki an extra crab rangoon. She gets the same amount everybody else gets.
Betrayal.
And, like, he's helping, like, carry a bunch of stuff. The thing I was gonna do is take the brunt of someone else's burden. And we got these deep fryers that we're using, and Han's just gonna, like, pick up all the freaking deep fryers at once if somebody's struggling with them, and he's gonna try to not look like he's struggling with them, but they're pretty heavy and unruly, and, like, put them down and just be like, let me take care of that, you're hopeless. He's just so negative about it. So that's gonna be, and he's gonna, like, probably burn himself a little bit, because why not?
Are you constantly like stealing glances at the Model UN/debate club table
He is.
to see if Alex is there yet?
I have a question for you. You're gonna love this. What country did
Yes?
Alex get assigned? Have fun.
Haiti. You
Nice.
told me this.
Oh yes, that's right. I decided this for you. Damn it.
Hosted by your own petard.
Damn.
I remember your NPCs better than you do, evidently.
Fuck, I didn't write it down. It's true. Okay. So yeah, after he's gonna take a break to go vape, and he, pats his girlfriend awkwardly, Kimmy awkwardly, and he's like, I'll be back. I'm just gonna, go out and smoke a little bit. And, I don't know. She probably doesn't approve of him smoking, but it's not like she can stop him. And he's gonna head down, and then the club that he's gonna be drawn to, because this is great, is the anime club.
Oh no.
Yep. They're
Is it just the anime club from the fucking KC Green comic?
I don't know that reference. I'm so sorry, but maybe.
It's called hentai, you uncultured swine.
Maybe.
Running killallnerds.exe.
Probably. I'm sorry for not knowing this reference.
It's just awful, okay?
Okay.
Just picture the worst anime club.
It's great. No, so like he passes the anime club, and it's like he like the art style attracts him the most because he's a good artist. So and when you're an artist, you go through this phase. You draw anime because anime is really good, and so he's in that phase right now. So he's drawn in the anime club, and it's like they're all watching like I don't know some fucking harem.
North Star.
Yeah, not Fist
Hyper violent.
Like harem anime or something. I don't know. They all have.
Are they watching Yuri on Ice?
No, that's too. I wish.
Oh geez, I guess I kind of like this show. I don't know why.
They might be watching Free. Let's say they're watching Free. Free is also yes.
I must
they
really like swimming.
Yeah. It's because they're across from the swim club, so they're like, we got swimming too. See, haha. They're trying to compete. So Han goes over to that, and just gonna pick up some of the material.
Stare at this
just
for a
gonna
while.
stare at it for a bit, and then surreptitiously pocket some of the materials, like the weeb he is. And there was another club I wanted to invent.
As you walk
Han
away,
steals no dignity.
Yep. No dignity. Go
as you walk away, one of the students says, "Thank you for your interest."
No.
You sprint away.
Yes. He's like, God, no, can't show that I like things. Liking things is just the worst.
It's not like I like your animus, Baka.
It's so good. Yeah, he'll definitely do this thing where he makes an act of checking out all the clubs along the hallway. He keeps passing the model UN/debate club and looking over and pretending he's not.
I would
looking.
imagine. Up until a couple of weeks ago, your parents were trying to force you to join a club, and now that you have a job, they probably not force you.
Oh no!
Anymore,
I mean, they still
have
want
something to do.
They still want me to join a club because it makes my resume better for college, and they do want me to go to college.
Yeah, I was gonna say they want you to, but it's no longer a top priority.
I mean, no way. That's out of character for my dad. He would be forcing me.
I figured your mom was using this as an excuse to cut you a break.
Yeah, that would be nice. She probably argues with him a lot, but occasionally Dad brings it up. So Han doesn't have a lot of pressure to join a club, but there's occasional pressure to join a club.
The pressure's not on you. The pressure is now on your mom.
Yeah, poor mom.
And if your mom gets yelled at, it's your fault.
That's true. That's what.
And no one else's.
That is how it is with him. That's how he feels. So he is feeling compelled to try and join a club because he doesn't want his mom getting harassed.
I do want to mention there is definitely a 4-H club, and they just have a live calendar.
Oh, that rules. Oh, the host club. That's what I was gonna do. Sorry, go on.
What?
Yep, there's a fucking host club. It's like these dudes. It's just all boys who want to be hosts. I mean, Jeff, help me explain this.
Yeah, please, because I actually don't know what this is.
Oh my god.
So
Beautiful boys in the host club.
Do you know how you can get high class escorts that don't have sex with you, in Vegas?
Generally, this is a high school.
That's literally the worst.
I said
possible
don't have
opening
sex
joke.
with you.
I know what that means.
The worst one. Oh my god.
I was going to say, is this a gender flip maid cafe?
Yes,
But-
it really
basically,
yes.
yes.
Basically,
That's
yes.
basically what it is.
Okay. And Butler Cafe does not sound very prestigious.
They're
Exactly.
not butlers.
No, they're not butlers.
Okay.
They dress up in
All right.
they dress up in
They
different
don't
costumes.
serve you. They just spend time with you.
Yeah, they dress up in different costumes. That they play certain characters, so it's almost like a theater diner experience. But yeah.
Okay, like a particularly obnoxious restaurant at Disneyland or Disney.
Yeah, except it's not all one. Yeah, it would be if you go to a restaurant Bella's there, but Jasmine and Ariella also there.
But it's also imagine you didn't have a boyfriend and you want a boyfriend now. In public.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why Hana's so interested in this.
Exactly. So Han gets by the host club, and I actually want the host club to be the club that Han joins because it's funny. There's somebody who's like, "Hey, wait, you're a hot boy," and Han's gonna actually blush and be like, "What?" A boy is calling me another boy hot? Inconceivable.
Yeah, it's 2020. Gen Z knows about the gays. It's weird.
So this kid will grab Han's beefy arm and drag him over to the host club, and like they have like a little like costume area where you can like pick out a costume to dress in and hang out with the
I was
host
gonna
club
say,
people.
yeah, I would love to describe this part, but I only learned what this is 10 seconds ago, so I'm kind of at a loss.
Sorry. It's like there's like a costume like Han's like trying to not look like he's gonna have fun dressing up like a dork, but he's also like going through it and thinking to himself, man, if I'm gonna be like dressing up, it'd be funny to like wear a dress, you know, just for fun. But there probably are some, but he's not gonna do it. 'Cause
Okay,
it's
I have
power.
an idea.
Mhm.
There, you're looking through the costumes. You see like a really not fancy, but it's supposed to kind of look like a fancy military dress uniform.
Ooh,
You like get mad and bat it away, and
Yep.
underneath is a dress.
ooh, even better. Yes, exactly.
It just happens to be your size.
Of
Not
course.
that you would know, but trust me, it's your size.
Amazing. It's very
But anyways, Rumi, as you're walking around, looking at all these different clubs, you come across one that has a picture of you on it.
wow.
Or rather, it has a picture of you and the rest of the squad as rangers, and there is a circle around them and a line through them.
Oh no.
What?
I stop and look at this.
Shinju and Rei are at this booth. Shinju says, "Hello, are you interested in the Anti-Ranger Club?
And Ranger. It's a Ranger.
They're a menace to society is what they are.
Like forest rangers?
No, like these weird costume freaks.
I mean,
Did you
I
hear
grew
about
out
the
of
fountain
range.
being... Midori, you're here now?
Yeah, Midori's just there. Yeah, I grew out of Rangers too, but like, man, I got better things to do with my time. Sorry, did Accounting Club have too high tastes for you, or
Well.
what?
You know, it's funny, the Hating Rangers Club would be the perfect club for Han because he hates the Rangers, even though he is one. You
I
continue.
can't believe this is actually the perfect group for half of us.
No. These hooligans have been running around destroying parts of our beautiful city. Did you hear about what happened to the fountain at the mall?
Yeah, that was a bear. Come on, haven't you paid attention to the news at all?
They got that wrong.
They only want you to. No, you gotta go
They should
full
get everything
conspiracy.
wrong.
You gotta go full Ronaldo. They only want you to think it's a bear.
I have an eyewitness report
No,
that it was
I got
destroyed by the Rangers.
I got a photographic evidence, and they pull like a blurry, like Bigfoot style photo. Of...
It's
I have
not doing the
documents
Bigfoot pose.
Lay out the.
No, it's of Han, Kitsugi, and I think it was the owl that was knocked into the fountain, and they're all doing the Bigfoot pose.
Yeah.
Oh,
Various directions as they get out of it.
Yeah, just pure absurdity for this photo. It's on screen for like 10 seconds, just long enough for people to go, wait, what?
I mean, but Photoshop, that could be anything.
I don't know. I hear they got banned on Club Penguin. You know, that's pretty serious, don't you know?
What's Club Penguin?
Ray is like, Ray said, yeah, they brought Club Penguin back just to ban them from it. It was weird.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know, but it's what I heard.
I mean, okay, so
Well-
I guess what's the premise of this club then?
The premise of this club is to find out who these people are and stop them.
Is that so? Is this really how you're
I love
wasting your
Midori's
free
evil
time?
laugh. I'm sorry, too good to hear.
He's a goblin.
No, waste of time.
No, but
He's
seriously,
definitely getting angrier and turning red in the face.
I'm pretty sure you've got better things to do. And Ray, I mean, what are you doing in a club that hates Rangers of any sorts?
This club has really good benefits. They have really nice meals every meeting. Shinju glares at her and she goes, also the Rangers are a menace to society and must be stopped.
Man, this is pretty low on my list, even if I wanted to join a club for slacking.
I mean, I guess my thought here is, isn't this just like also a type of vigilante justice? Just like these supposed rangers?
Aren't the anti-vigilantes the real vigilantes?
Oh, great. Kitsugi's also here.
Yeah,
I want
that's
you all
about
to be
food.
here and be a part of this argument, but I didn't want to just tell you all to come here.
I heard
Dude, I'm
something
not
about
gonna try to convince them otherwise.
Yeah,
I'm just-
Shinju.
food. Oh, hey Shinji, you're the robot yet?
Shinju! I swear to God, I hear that joke one more time. I don't even know what you're
I
referencing.
can do it again if you want me to.
The anime clip's like right there. You can learn all about what she's referencing, like immediately.
You're
Yeah,
showing a
totally.
dress. You say that.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Hold
like
on,
Toku
hold
Club
on.
is
I need
across
to
from
go back,
them.
I need to go back like 3 questions ago. You said something about vigilantes. I don't care that they're vigilantes. I care about the property damage. The
Why?
parking of the school is still being repaired from the stupid robot they brought.
But it's not yours. Why do you care?
I live in the
no,
city. I
their
want it to
parents,
look
yeah,
nice.
their parents'
Wait,
taxes
you live
pay
in
for
the
this.
mall?
I live in the
thought you were
city.
rich.
I live in
You
the
live in
city.
mall?
You are deliberately mishearing what I
You're
say.
way too dry to live inside of that fountain, for real, my dude.
You don't look
You
like
know
a,
what they
you don't look
say.
like a fish person at all. There's no way you live in that fountain.
I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't see you. And then she just sort of like, you know, like pantomimes like swimming awkwardly.
You know what they say, a vigilante for a vigilante and everyone ends up blind.
The only way to get rid of a vigilante is another vigilante.
It's a bigger vigilante. A good
Shinju
guy
is
with a
fucking-
vigilante.
Shinju is fucking hyperventilating at this point.
I'm so glad she formed the Anti-Rangers Club and then we're just here all broken here.
Is so mad.
Also, like, I heard there was food. How do you get the food?
That's catered in
Ooh.
by Shinju's very rich family. I've decided the canon. I'm sorry.
No,
Don't have any of those like those meatballs you get at like wedding receptions?
No, they're more like the meatballs you get at IKEA, which are really
Right.
good.
Ooh.
running this group is oscillating between trying to get you to start talking and trying to get you to stop talking. But as you ask, where does the food come from? You hear a familiar voice saying, "Why I cater it all, of course."
Oh
I
no!
turn around.
As Lewis approaches the booth.
That's the penguin guy, right?
Yeah.
So, wait, this is a grown-ass man?
Oh, calm down. I'm just a club sponsor.
Hey, you're the
Having
penguin
fun
guy.
fighting.
Okay, groomer, says Han very
Yeah,
loudly.
do you have a kid in this high school?
No. He just needs a second job because, I mean, did you see the work he had on that mascot?
I'm very invested in the youth. I care about where. Oh my god.
You're
You
the
all are
guy
way too
poaching
good
the
at just
robots.
shutting me down every time I try and talk to this character.
We're the worst kids.
Ask us to be teens. They're gonna be teens.
Yeah, I know. I can't even remember what I was in the middle of saying. Alright. I fund this club along with many others. In fact, of all the clubs I think I don't have a hand in, it's probably that. I know I'm not funding that speedrunning club. I don't know why that exists.
Oh, so you are funding the clown one then?
It's good because you belong in it.
I'm
Yeah!
interested in all fashion.
You clown? Nice.
Hey, clowning is a legitimate art form.
Oh.
I'll have you know I spent a lot of time studying the specifics of clown fashion. It takes a lot of effort to look that ridiculous. Stop laughing,
No, they should be laughing. That's the point.
you
right?
awful gremlin child.
I mean, if you need a break, you can stop at any time.
He looks over to Shinju. You were right, she is awful. Shinju just closes her eyes and leans her head back and goes, I told you.
Just the worst. 1 star across the board.
Would give 0 stars if I could.
Oh my
I'd give like a 3. I mean, this.
Aww, that's the nicest thing anybody's said about me, Kit.
Ray looks kind of downcast when you say that. Oh, God. I need to stop bringing Lewis into things because he won't just destroy any sense of flow I could have possibly had. Which is fine. You should do that. It's your prerogative as a group. It's fine, but
We'll do that with any character you bring in, don't you worry.
All right. He says, "Well, I just wanted to check in, see how all of my clubs are doing. The Mime Club seems to be doing well. That's nice.
They're just still
4-H
beating up the clowns.
They've got 30 clowns trapped in a tiny invisible box. It's fine.
One's roping a clown in.
Just so much honking.
So in the background of this entire scene, the whole time, there has just been a clown versus mimes fight. And the camera has not focused on it once. It's just a funny background event.
These clowns are going to turn to tragic clowning pretty soon.
Oh my god.
You have so many extras in this episode.
Louis just, he takes a breath, he centers himself. No. I mainly came here to check on the sewing club. That was the first club I funded here. It was a club I was a part of when I was last year.
Oh, the cosplay.
And I went. Is that what it is now?
That's
fine.
what it is now, yes.
Okay, that explains why I couldn't find it.
Yeah, they're right next to the anime club.
As GM, Rumi, you said you were part of important clubs, not fun clubs. So you're probably not a part of the cosplay.
No, but I
club.
know where everything is.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm supposed to teach them how to. He says something specific about sewing that I don't know about. I don't know about sewing. My brother knows about sewing. I don't.
Today it's pleat day.
Yes, I'm supposed to go teach them some tips and tricks about pleating or something. I'm going to leave before you all are even worse. I don't understand how you all haven't been expelled yet. Is this how you talk to everyone or just me?
Well, you're not a teacher. Nor an authority figure in my life.
You're just a lame adult.
Okay, I have to speak out of character. I've seen how you all talk to teachers too.
I haven't.
I was like middle of the road with a teacher.
Unless you could write me a college recommendation letter, go away.
I mean, he probably could. He probably funds some of the college stuff too.
It wasn't actually an invitation.
Wait, do you mean a college like, I don't know what colleges would be nearby. But he mentions a college that you're interested in, Rumi.
Wow, low you? Amazing.
Yeah, low you.
Oh, that's too close to my extra college I went to in real life.
Sister school to know you.
Prel was even upset at that one.
I'll have to think about that.
No, I happen to teach a history class there.
All right. Well, I've
Is there a
given all
history
the-
of fashions of civilizations? Is that a thing that would exist? I feel like a history of anything could exist.
All right. Well, that's super interesting. However, I'm going to grab Han, and I'm pretty sure this one has a shift that he's missing. I dragged him away.
As you all walk away, the camera lingers on the anti-ranger club booth, and Lewis just breathes in deeply and then punches the wall that he's next to.
Oh no.
The camera cuts to an exterior shot, and the brick just goes flying off of the school.
Wow, that is toxic masculinity right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the camera cuts back, it's back on U4. I'm assuming you all left as a group.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I think we're at the host club now,
Yep.
having tea.
Yep.
You're having fun watching Han do his new favorite thing.
Yep. Han's actually enjoying himself, but he'll never show it.
I am spending time in one of the.
I just realized there is a limitation to Han's ability to enjoy this because you were the only boy here.
Girls are okay, I guess. I mean, he has a girlfriend. Come on, it's fine.
So
course he-
Han,
of
we
course
can
he
find
likes
that
it.
dress.
Oh yeah, they put me in this. It's all right. It feels good. Check this out. I can flex in it, and it like stresses this.
When,
Yeah.
when you say that, the person in charge says, "Oh my God, did somebody force you to wear that?
No, it's fine.
We're not supposed to do that. Who
Don't
told
worry,
you to wear
don't worry.
this?
No, chill. It's okay.
You just said somebody forced you to wear
Nah,
this."
it's fine.
I am going to get his attention and kind of back him over and whisper to him. He's just putting on a front. He wanted to wear it.
Sounds like you're doing what's best for someone when they wouldn't agree.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Nice. The NPC says, "Oh, I had no idea he liked it so much," in a full normal speaking voice.
Oh, I shot
And then
Sai so heavily.
And then he walks over, pats you on the shoulder, and says, "Good for you, Han," and then walks away.
What? No, this is dumb. I hate it. And John will pull off the dress and like throw it,
No,
like
no,
pull it up
no.
and throw it.
No, I pull him down on the chair next to me and say, "Listen, Han. It's okay to like things unironically. You don't have to hide everything behind a veil of of like
He only gets
ironic
more
contestant.
like unabashedly
Sounds
like
fake.
sulky and like broody and like shitty teenager as you try to be emotionally vulnerable with him and give him actual good adult like advice as a good person would. It just gets even shittier.
All right.
It's fine.
Rumi, before you can make any headway with Han, your phone starts ringing.
What's Rumi's ringtone?
What is your ringtone? What shitty song do you have as your ringtone?
It's Carly Rae's new hit single, Let's Be Friends.
Nice.
I said shitty song, but I'll allow it. You can put in a good song if you want. If I'm getting a
Do I
copyright struck.
recognize the number?
It's Ark.
Oh, I pick up then. Hello, Art?
Ark is speaking between like heavy pants, but I don't want to be a weirdo and do that on mic. So, hey Rumi, just
You
needed
okay?
to.
You sound awful.
He always sounds awful.
You
I
just
I've
run
been
a
better,
marathon? What's going
but
on?
I'm fine. Oh, I feel like it. I just ran into Lewis again, like a couple hours ago, and I'm still, calming down from that.
Yeah, we just saw him here. He's sponsoring a anti-ranger club at the high school.
Art just runs his hand over his face. Of course he is. Of course he's doing something like that.
Yeah, they had a picture. It looked like Bigfoot. It was not good. Dude, these
Oh, he
suits have
probably
like some way to like
photoshopped.
not be photographed or something, because like that should not have been hard to get.
No, I think whoever took that photo is just really bad at taking photos.
Okay, well, I mean, should we do anything?
Um,
Kind of busy today.
well, about you being busy, I don't know if I'll be able to come into work today.
All right, well.
Do you think
I
you could
guess
take over as manager for the day for this shift?
For me, I mean, it's club
Rumi,
day.
please, you're the only one I can trust. I can't ask Midori to do this.
All right, well, we're gonna talk about that. Talk about some sort of like
Compensation.
resignation
Yeah.
Later, Arch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if anything goes horribly wrong, I'll just be sleeping in the basement, so you can just come and get me.
Yep, I will remember that.
Yeah.
If anything goes wrong, it's your responsibility. And I hang up.
Well, I was gonna say, Ark hangs up and then just sort of falls over and immediately starts snoring. Oh, and I forgot to mention, during this conversation, he is also holding an ice pack to different parts of his body that are connected to the cyborg parts that I mentioned last.
Well, I mean,
session.
we don't know that because we're on the phone.
Yeah,
No,
but the audience
camera
knows
is
that. You, the
showing it,
players,
yeah.
know this.
Yeah.
The characters don't, but the players.
He was literally
I have to
asking
know
something
this.
for me specifically.
Yes.
Anyway, I guess I gotta go open the store after school.
Uh,
Sure, nothing will go wrong there.
As you mentioned, opening the store after school, Alex walks by. Wait, what time? We're starting. We're having our first meeting as Model UN today. Will you still be able to make that?
Well, I mean, on the, I guess not.
I mentioned Alex because I already have a pog for him, but other people walk by for
I mean-
clubs that you joined and say like, "Wait a minute, that's today? I thought you were doing this today." Hang on, how many
Kind of
clubs are you a part of? There's just suddenly a cacophony of everyone going, Rumi, what club are you actually being a part of?
All right, so I retreat. I go through the gag of host and out the back.
I can't
Well,
believe I
that's a
let you
shame.
all have this smoke screen of pretty boys.
Of pretty boys. They're just so attractive.
I'd help with Model UN, but I'd start a war anyway. See ya.
I mean, you could do that. You say that like,
No, she means an actual war,
no.
like in real life.
Maybe I overextended myself.
All right.
No, Kit,
Slipsy,
please,
you run away.
Kit, please, don't just drink it. You have to let the tea steep. You can't just, like, put the bag in the hot water and then drink it instantly. Just let it steep for, like, 4... Stop it! Slapping her hands. Just stop. Just let it sit for, like, 4 minutes. Kit, please, you're killing me. I'm dying.
You can't just chug the water while chewing on the tea bag. It's not how it works. I want more adventures of Kit eating things wrong. Alice, does Kit not like hard-boiled eggs if she doesn't understand you're supposed to peel them first?
They're vexing.
It's crunchy.
Until she'll eat them, but only after reminding herself that you're not supposed to peel it or anything. Stuff in your face. It's like an apple. She says it every time.
Terrible. Kit is Just
God.
maximum food crimes all the time.
Not very many people know this, but the Tumblr "People Getting Mad at Food" is all dedicated to things that Kit has in fact tried.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da, middle time. So, as always, you can find us on lp.zone. We'll usually announce when we go live, and also, these episodes are posted there. But if you're listening to this right now, you probably don't need the reminder, do you? That being said, though, hey, if you want to watch these live, you can go to twitch.tv/Batalisk. We stream every Wednesday at around 8:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I don't know why that was my intonation, because there's not really much to say other than that. And I guess since there's not much else to say, that means it's music credits time. Of course, the main theme is I Won't Fall Apart by Jagger from the Initial D soundtrack. And then, from the Jet Set Radio soundtrack, we've got Electric Toothbrush by Toronto, Everybody Jump Around by Richard Jacques, and Dunny Boy Williamson Show and Yappy Feet by David Soul. From the Jet Set Radio feature soundtrack, we've got Like It Like This Like That and Fly Like a Butterfly by Hideki Naganuma. Then we got I Love Love You by Guitar Veda, and Ill Victory Beats and Me Likey the Poom Poom by the Latch Brothers. And then, of course, there's still the Sonic Rush soundtrack with What You Need and Raising Me Up, both by Hideki Naganuma. Wow, I actually got through this mid-roll relatively quickly. Praise me for it, damn it.
Alright. So there's the club portion out of the way, I think. Rumi sufficiently frazzled. So we're now going to cut to the Pet Spy.
Han returns the dress. You can't just, like, run off with somebody else's dress.
Yeah, he gotta wear the uniform.
I imagine it's so neatly folded, though.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he works
Perfect
part-time
orders.
with it at his mom's, what did I call it again? Dry cleaner? So yeah, he knows how to fold clothes.
As you put the dress away, the leader of the host club puts it in a specific cardboard box and then writes Han on the side of the cardboard box.
No!
This can't possibly go wrong, he says, while writing your name on it. I foresee no negative consequences of this action.
Han crosses it out, but also joins.
So as the camera moves towards Pet Spy, it also moves towards the new store that's across the hall, the Army Surplus Store in Army and the Leggy.
It's so good!
Really?
So angry. I'm so angry about this.
Is that one of Fefner's names I need to know?
No, I thought of this
Oh,
like
I'm
yesterday.
so proud of you!
I wish I thought of it.
It was either that or a farewell to armies.
No, I like Army and a Leggy better. It's very cute. Ooh, woo! What's that?
Outside is a mascot of a Swiss Army knife.
Great.
It's occasionally cycling between all the different things a Swiss Army knife can do to try and impress customers, but no one is caring.
I didn't think it does that. So, is it just me right now? Because I imagine everyone else is still at school doing the club stuff.
I'm not interested in club stuff, so I'm here.
I mean,
Oh my god.
Midori can be here, but I
so
don't
it's-
know how much help that is.
It's just me and Midori. Okay, well,
So
I'm
it's
gonna
just you.
open up. You just do what you
Midori.
always do.
Midori's just looking at the mascot. I find this suspicious, but 2 points don't make a pattern, so
Utachi is doing more to keep the store running than Midori is.
Here, Midori, I have a task for you that I've tailored to your specific likes and interests.
Yo.
I need to go throw all these broken fluorescent lights in the dumpster and shatter them all.
Alright, I'll get on that, but first... and then she just, like, puts a really bad drawing of, like, a rat head on a robot body and puts it where Ark normally sits. There. Now, in case we need to fool anybody into thinking Ark's still here, they'll think he's here. Anyway, what'd you need me to do? Throw stuff out? Gotcha.
Let's give her a big armload of fluorescent lights.
Busting
I know
fluorescent.
exactly, 'cause I know exactly what's gonna happen. So you go back to the dumpster and just start like breaking them on shit. That will occupy for at least 10 minutes. And I have a moment.
Say,
Throws him right out.
I was gonna say, Fevner, do you bother going all the way to the dumpster, or do you just go to the parking lot and fucking throw them on the ground?
Midori goes to the dumpster. Then she's like, are you supposed to break these things? Nah, that sounds dangerous. That's a whole lot of broken glass. And she just tosses them in and goes right back.
God damn it.
So during the what you think is 10 minutes of free time, Rumi, are you doing anything in particular? Like, are you trying to go through the rest of the forums for clubs?
Yeah, I think
Are you making your schedule?
I think what I have is I have the pile of applications, and I'm making a pile of like I probably should do this. And this is like maybe I overextend myself a little bit, but I haven't actually gone to like revoked my applications yet. I'm just like trying to decide what one like I shouldn't do, and I'm having a lot of trouble with it.
You're just convincing yourself to stay in every club.
Yeah, basically.
You aren't
And
doing a
then
very
like
good job
goes
of
back,
that.
goes to the pile again, puts one on the side, puts it back in the pile.
You just have one to the left. Like, all right, this will be the pile of things I'm not going to stay in. Well, actually, I like that club. Move it to the right, and then there's just to the right, to the right, to the right.
There's a lot of waffling, is what I'm saying here.
Anyways, while she is in this anguished state, Midori's back.
She's just looking at the pile. So, you know those scenes and shows where, like, the chemist is pouring stuff from one beaker to the other and you don't really know what they're doing? I'm kind of having a moment like that. Like, what you doing here?
I'm not quite sure, actually.
This is... Wow. Got a lot of applications, like... All of these are the same time frame, which I mean makes sense because, like, they're clubs, but still.
All right, you know what? No. You know what? Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Rumi is going to grimace and say, "Okay, I know this is probably the worst idea I've ever had." And she hands Midori the stack of them and say, "You just pick one for me and throw the rest out and don't even just get." She covers her eyes.
Okay. What's Rumi think to do? Well,
Pick the which one. Do it.
So, like, what do you want from these clubs, I guess? Like, they're all kind of time wasters, right?
I mean, I guess. Is it kind of important? Like, isn't anything we're supposed to do?
Well, I mean, if you don't think they're important,
You're about
then
to do it. You're about to take down the whole academic system right here tonight.
if you don't think any of them important, then why are you bothering?
I think Rumi just, like, stares at you for, like, a solid minute straight and doesn't say anything. And then,
All right.
then she...
Like,
I think she slowly reaches for the pile as something happens.
You just hear a shout, a scream, as a group of dog catchers break into the Pet Spy. Dog catchers being the mooks of this season,
Yeah.
buddies. Not actual proper dog catchers. Like, where are they?
where are the fucking dogs in this dog store?
Where
God!
are you keeping the dogs?
That's where I'm gonna
Where
find
the
people let
dogs at?
those dogs out. And damn it, made it. Same joke.
Who took the dogs in?
So yeah, enemies are here now. What do you two do?
Excuse me, we're trying to have a discussion here. There's very important, I don't know, applications. She just takes a random one over. Yeah, see this right here? This is the Model UN Club. Do you know what they do in the Model UN Club?
One of the catchers grabs that application in their net.
I don't think that has anything to do with that.
I run up, I grab Midori by the back of her hoodie and like drag her behind one of the aisles, saying, "I don't think that's the best way to deal with this. I think we need to do the thing."
I mean, I was gonna
sarcastic
punch him. It was a whole thing. Okay, yeah, whatever.
All right, so
Okay.
do you two transform?
I
Yep.
spend a token to transform.
Yellow Osprey.
Yes.
All right, and Midori, you can transform without spending a token.
Oh yeah.
Because you're such good friends with Rumi.
Green Ferrets.
All right, so you two are transformed. You try and contact the other rangers.
I don't think we have time at the moment. I think we're being menaced.
I mean, if you want to, Midori's probably going to leap in real quick. All right, so I think before we scene change, I'm just going to do a regular turn for now because there's so many dudes in here. So I'm going to display eccentric fighting technique. I'm going for wide sweeps just to sort of attempt to contain them and lead them back towards the entrance of the store. Trying to wrangle these dog catchers.
Get them out in the hallway where it's somebody else's property you're destroying. See, this is why Shinji doesn't like you. So yeah, I guess we'll change back to the high school club. Kitsugi, you have since learned that DJ Beats has beaten your time and signed it DJ Beats.
DJ Beats' handwriting is actually fantastic. It's a really good-looking signature, even if you're not into calligraphy.
Like calligraphy, actually, yeah.
You just have to appreciate it.
He actually signed his name twice, once in the style of like graffiti tags and the other in like calligraphy, just to style on you in both ways. I'm more high society and more street than you. How do you deal with that, huh?
I am trying not to be too demoralized about it. Chin up.
All right, I have a question, Alice.
Yes? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
What are you're about to finally be triumphant when your phone rings. What are you doing exactly that gets ruined when I call you?
So I'm actually sharpening 2 pencils at once, one in each hand, with extras in the hand. It's like Samson against the pillar, like both dual wielding multiple pencils, trying to get this thing to
Dual wield.
Actually, Kitsugi, you took that minor turn earlier, that light turn earlier of letting your temper get the best of you. So I think you're too entrenched in this and don't hear your phone go off.
Oh, dang.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm going to answer anything.
So back to you, Rumi and Midori. I'm guessing Rumi tried to call. Kitsugi didn't pick up.
I don't think anybody has Han's number yet.
I think it's my actual phone, and as I go to like try to call Han, I think I do have your number.
Okay.
I think one of the
It's connected to your Ranger suit through Bluetooth.
Yeah, exactly. I think one of the dog catchers like slaps my phone out of my hand and like goes in one of the fish tanks.
Oh no!
Oh no, the fish tank.
No!
Oh, the warranty just expired.
That sucks for my phone, and I'm the person in charge of cleaning that up. Oh no!
How do we? I think we have to get our ass kicked a little bit before we're going to show up. So what happens?
Yes, there's some generic like losing shots where they it's shot in a way where the mooks look extra imposing, more imposing than usual. They're tossing you over, like one of them kicks you over the counter where the register
flip,
is.
You know,
Yeah.
like, looks like it's very clearly you jump into a flip, but like
Yeah.
it's, you know, it's a TV show.
They're supposed to be kicking you over. It's also shot so that Rumi, you're fighting like 5 or 6 mooks at once every time the camera's on you. Midori only has to deal with like 1.
Is this some kind of metaphor? I think
Yes.
to myself.
Yes.
My wrangling has been going horribly.
Yeah, I feel like I get thrown into several things, and several things are broken. And I think I get a little more demoralized every time like another.
I
shelf
think
gets
the
knocked
final
over.
thing you're thrown through is that you were thrown through the pile of applications and into one of the fish tanks, so the water leaks out and ruins all the applications.
I think that's exactly it. As I lie there on the floor, the ink running off these paper. I finally have an idea, and I send my bird to go fetch someone else. And they kind of like slope over.
You'd have to de-transform for that because
I
the
do
bird is
that.
your arm. Yes,
I do that.
Nice. You just bird help, and then you just crawl in a corner.
That is, I am taking action, leaving myself vulnerable.
So one of the dog catchers catches you in their net and then runs out the door.
Yeah, that seems right.
Hey, get back here, man.
Yes. So it should cut now to the club. I keep saying the club. It's the clubs. It's club day. You're not at a fucking nightclub.
Well, yeah, we're all in the club.
You can find me in the club.
It's
Yeah.
playing Low by Lil Jon.
Mm-hmm.
The only song that should ever be played at clubs.
Han is like
So yeah,
staring at the host club and anime club and cooking club applications and trying to choose between the 3 of them. And he's frowning sternly. And he's sitting by Kit because Kit won't stop eating the fucking tea bags. And he just looks like so distraught and
Kid's trying to win the IRL speedrunning.
Look, if I eat the tea
speedrun
correctly,
for
I can get all of the caffeine, and that'll help me win.
So yeah, while you do that, all of a sudden you hear one of the windows break, followed by squawking and screeching, as this horrible gangly Robo Osprey flies in.
Oh no!
I think we've established these things can't really talk, but I wanted to just be saying like, Rumi, help, Rumi!
More
so
like
don't know what noises ospreys really make.
Yeah.
They make like the actual like eagle noise.
Yeah, they do the actual like the.
Oh,
like,
I thought that was a red-tailed hawk. Actually.
Yeah, but it's similar.
Yeah.
Also, okay, I don't know that much about birds, so yeah, it's just everyone's like, "Where's the eagle?" I hear an eagle. It gets up in both of your faces and is just screeching, "Ha!"
Han
grabs
takes
Han's coat and pulls him in a direction.
Yeah, as the bird comes in and starts grabbing Han's coat and starts pulling it, Han takes his hand and just swipes all the applications off the table angrily, stands up, and follows the pops his collar and follows the bird.
Only now has Kitsuki noticed that anything is.
So
all right, so now we come back to the mall.
Does Kitsuki have a vehicle? Out of curiosity, really quick. Does Kitsuki
She
drive?
has a skateboard and you can ride on her back.
Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, she's got a skateboard, but she's probably got like,
Does she
a
have
car.
2 skateboards?
Does she have a skateboard with a sidecar?
That'd be awesome.
I can't even imagine what that would look like, though.
She's got like bitchin' inline skates that she keeps at all times. Surely you could use those.
I don't think Han can use those.
Look, it's okay. You just need to stand. Han just needs to stand, and Kitsuki will push him the whole way there. It won't be embarrassing even slightly.
Oh my god.
So Midori, you're chasing the dog catchers trying to get Rumi back.
So I think Midori looks at the dog catcher getting away with Rumi, but then looks at the store and all the robo pets here. Looks back at Rumi, looks back at the robo pets, is like,
You can't solve all your problems by raising an army.
or can I? You know, and that is actually exactly what she does. She just breaks open the cages and just starts trying to lead all of the dog catchers out. And even if she can't, the inventory that the dog catchers are probably after are with her.
All right, I'm gonna say this is a heavy token of stumble
Yeah,
upon an unlikely perfect hit.
Yep, exactly.
I still want to do my dumb idea of this starts with just a Scooby-Doo door chase sequence.
But yeah, it can lead to a Scooby-Doo door chase. We're just running in and out of stores.
Yeah,
just
the different stores. Why are all these stores connected like this? It doesn't make any sense. I hate our non-Euclidean mall. I walked into the Hot Topic and I turned the corner. And all of a sudden I'm in Build-A-Bear. I hate this.
Little known fact, the M in MC Escher stands for mall.
Mall creator Escher, yes. Alright, I'm also going to say, just to set up a thing later, Midori cannot speak directly to these robo-animals to get them to do exactly what she wants. She has to act through Utachi.
Yeah.
So she also has to de-transform and say, Utachi, do this. Utachi, help.
She motions and takes a snack with her. As we...
So what I want, how I'm picturing this is, once you get the animals to corner, they separate the dog catcher with Rumi, and then you just fucking flying tackle that dog catcher.
Yep.
And then it's just you, the dog catcher, and Rumi are all sprawled out on the floor.
And the animals are everywhere else in the store, but they're safe? Question mark? Safer than they would be cornered in our store.
Rumi, any one-liners?
I think she's too
That works.
discombobulated for
Yeah, that works.
jostled
Just,
around inside a big net.
Don't worry, Rumi, I solved everything. The robo-pets are now out of the store where they won't be caught. And I closed the gate on them, so Now
Right.
they're just left in the store.
So, wait. So the dog catcher in the store, but the pets aren't.
Yep,
Uh,
perfect
but
plan.
Ark's in the basement, asleep.
Is he?
Yes.
I mean, he is now.
I shakily get up
Oh,
and
well,
look around.
Ark's a cool robot, so he'll be fine, probably.
Speaking of cool robots, as you two stand up, you both hear the an eagle, and by that I mean the osprey, screech as it comes flying back towards you. Rumi and Kit in tow. And what stupid way did you end up getting here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I said Rumi, didn't I?
Yeah.
Please
I hate
let
this. It's hot and Kit.
Kitsuki just like push you awkwardly on these skates.
Okay.
While skateboarding herself,
Yes.
Hot is just flailing his arms like a puppet.
Yep.
Oh, I don't like this.
I hate this. I'm not having fun.
It's Hot upset because on inline skates the wheels are all on a straight line,
No.
and it just pisses him off for some reason.
No, it's fine.
Just out of curiosity, my special turn is when you take an opportunity to prove what you've learned to someone else, they receive a token. If I learned the wrong lesson from somebody trying to do too many things at once, does that still count? Does Rumi get a token? Because Midori's
Sorry,
like,
I
the
really
lesson I
don't
drew
want
from
to
this
encourage this. The
Midori's
special
a different
turns
show than everyone else.
are what they are for a reason. They're supposed to encourage positive growth for...
I have an idea for this.
Go for it.
I think as Rumi stands up and like dusts herself off, she says, "You know what? I think you showed me something. I think maybe doing too much at once." And I look around at the chaos. Might not be the best idea. It's sort of a don't do as I do.
So Han shows up and he's looking at all this chaos, and Kit's also here. Hi, Kit. And I guess I'm gonna take a light turn. I gain a token when I take this light turn. I'm gonna ask Kit, who have I failed to protect? And I'm gonna look at Rumi, and she's got like all fucked up and carried away and shit, and Han wasn't here to protect her.
I think she has like, like when your face is like got the sheet wrinkles on it. It's like that, but it's the net. He pushed
Ah,
against
God.
it.
So yeah, Han has failed his duty to protect people who are weaker than him.
Alright, but the four of you are here now.
Yeah, he gets a token for that just by asking who I failed to protect and learning it's Rumi.
Well, right now it's Ark because he's asleep
Yeah,
in the basement of the store.
And our
There's still the dog catchers in the store. Like that's not solved.
Yeah, they're still here. They're not currently in the process of kidnapping Rumi anymore, but they're still here. So I'm going to suggest that you all transform and fight these guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So when the squad confronts
that's
danger to follow their principle, the colors present gain a token. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll confront the danger. Strike
Remember your
first.
principles are service and to be left alone.
Yep.
piss off. We just
Try
wanted
to
to go
get-
back to work.
Leave Ark alone, please.
Adopt a henshin. Pets change. Red dog. Green ferrets. Black pig. Take off at unseen speeds. Yellow osprey.
Okay, so now you're all transformed. Now you're actually capable of dealing with these dog catchers. You hear footsteps followed by like a scraping sound, like maybe the sound of a knife being dragged across the floor.
Oh man.
Fucking
No.
pyramid head Swiss Army knife.
Yes, the Swiss Army knife is approaching you while holding one of its knives across to the ground, making a loud noise as it walks.
Wielding the great toenail clipper.
All right. I guess this is my small episode. I asked everyone else. Okay, you all take care of the dog catchers. I got this.
Okay.
Guess I'll just go back and save Ark.
I'm delegating to not take on too much at once.
Yep.
You've learned.
Okay, so yeah, you're focused on the Swiss Army knife.
Alright, I'm gonna try to protect somebody in need. Who is Ark. So I'm gonna rush past all these dog catchers, like pushing and shoving them aside, and get onto, I guess, it's like the hatch that leads to the stairs that go down into the basement, and stand on top of it, and just like get in a wrestling, like get in a grapple stance.
I love the idea that Midori just like just fucking lifts up the gate. It's like, all right, we're open again. And just Han rushes past her and all the dog catchers and throws open the basement door.
He doesn't throw open the basement door. He stands on top of the basement door.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're keeping them from getting to Ark.
Mm-hmm.
Ark doesn't know about this.
Mm-hmm.
The Swiss Army knife, let's see.
How does this attack you? What is it doing?
It's been using one of its, that large knife as if it was a sword. But as Han and Midori run past it, it looks at them, puts the knife back in its body, pulls out the flathead screwdriver, and then lunges at, let's say Midori.
Yeah, because she had to open the entrance, so she's vulnerable.
Can I take a heavy turn to address the immediate problem up ahead? This thing with
Yes.
fighting me should not be fighting someone else.
Yes, you can.
I am going to very cleverly thrust out my spear right into the little screw that holds all the various bits in on the Swiss Army knife, and jump and twist in the air and unscrew it and pull it out.
Dang.
God, it's
Nice.
really good. Damn it, I didn't even get to use my idea for the Swiss Army knife, really.
Do it anyways.
You're fighting
So-
me.
So as all of its bits just fall out of its body, it just starts glancing around, tries to think of the best thing to use. It grabs a bunch of the very smaller knives, very tiny ones, and holds them between its fingers in an imitation of Midori's claws.
Hey, that's my thing.
Yeah, it's already used Kitsugi's sword, and the screwdriver was supposed to be a stand-in for Rumi's glaive. I was going to have it use the take apart the scissors to use as the commas
yeah.
that.
Take it to Attorney Outlaw. I think that's a copyright thing or whatever.
So it pulls out the claws, ready to fight, but before it can do anything, Rumi continues fighting it. So I'll let you keep using that heavy turn you already spent to just finish it off. Just take out the other screw. So I won't make you describe the same thing twice. You leap towards it, work once, it'll work twice, and with nothing holding it together, the two halves fall apart and then explode.
Alright, well, I guess Han's noogieing the last of the dog catchers or whatever, so... Alright, all in a day's work.
As you're saying that, you hear somebody open the door to the mall. It's nearby where the Swiss Army knife died. It's Lewis. He throws a needle at the mess that was the mascot. It's now a charred mess, I guess. And then runs away while the mascot reforms, runs out into the parking lot and yells.
The gates of hell are open for business.
Storefront to change.
Vibrating violently as it runs out or something.
Yes, it's trying to not grow big until it can grow big without destroying the mall.
Yeesh, was that guy in the track club as well, or what?
Lewis has it was 20% of this mall's stock. He doesn't want his moves actually destroying the mall. He's very upset about what happened to the fountain.
You know, I feel like running is what he's best at.
I swear to God, I hate you all. Alright, so this thing is now giant.
Oh, not again!
So yeah, I'm assuming you're all going to want to summon your mechs, and we'll just combine them immediately.
Ruby Wolf, Emerald Martin, Obsidian Boar, Speed and Sound Pale in Comparison, Topaz Osprey. The apex of apexes, Chimera has been formed.
So alright, the Chimera is formed. You all haven't done a light turn, but I'm going to do the heavy turn I wrote for this MOOC anyways, because I kind of like it. It starts by jabbing the screwdriver through one of the feet of the Chimera into the ground, then pulls out the scissors, separates them to be 2 daggers, runs past the Chimera, repeatedly stabbing it.
Ah.
So then it'll run back up the other side with the claws, scratching as it goes, and then slash the head with the sword knife once it gets to the end. That's what I wanted. It knows a combo. It has a combo with all its weapons.
Ow.
You know, I don't quite feel like this is working.
We're all like shaking around in the cabin as it hits us, like in Star Trek.
Yeah. All right, Kitsuki, you're in charge.
Yeah, come on, Kitsuki.
This mascot's going to town.
I mean, do you want me to just finish it off? We can definitely do a sword pirouette in this thing.
You're a chimera. You're a dog thing. You don't have a sword.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I don't have a
You
sword.
just have your mouth laser.
Oh, well, that's basically like a sword.
Like that one scene from the Indiana Jones movie.
Wait,
Shoots the guy with
hold
the sword.
up. Does that mean that I could say that I'm firing my laser?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like last time we said that.
Yeah.
Oh, crap, you did. I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, fuck it. I'm good.
This is why we can't take
I'm gonna-
these breaks.
I'm making that joke in character again. Every time.
It's her catchphrase now.
See, that's the
All right.
thing. Yeah, Sentai teams have a phrase they say every time they go to launch
Oh no, yours is a meme.
special attack, and you made it a fucking meme.
Damn it. Alright, so I've got...
Do you realize how long I've been planning this campaign? Hey, you're just gonna ruin it with your fucking memes.
So I've got...
I'm not actually mad. I'm just pretending because it's funny. No, please don't apologize. Oh, damn it.
I've got an idea to start us off for the finisher. So,
Alright.
it started by slashing us, slashed off one of the legs, which is weird for my mech, so, you know, might as well roll with it. I'm going to sproing off, like, the other leg, but, like, that'll launch us upwards.
And then do you all say in unison, we're firing our laser?
No. Dory has some self-respect.
Still
I-
isn't
it
bonded
sounds
enough
fake,
to
but
take
okay.
into it.
So it's just Kitsuki then.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so yeah, it uses the stock footage of the Chimera leaping into the air and firing the laser down. And also that leg that got slashed off his back, but it's a quick shot, you won't notice, I promise.
Meteor, laser, not non-reference laser.
The Swiss Army knife holding its knife sword goes to like swipe at the laser, but it doesn't do anything. It just gets obliterated.
We get like the clay model that explodes.
Yes.
I don't think I really understand the thematic of all these mascot creatures. It just seemed like kind of slapdash, and I mean the mascots, I guess, but like
Yeah,
this one was a big knife.
that is the continuing theme, is just that they're all mascots for stores.
That's not a knife.
The
Honestly, who's the kind of guy who would even run a store like this?
I mean, we know who it is. It's not even a secret.
it's
We didn't see the dude in charge last time, so Midori is still under the impression that, oh, it changed stores, that must be a different person in charge now.
it's Tim Shax under a variety of different fake facial hair.
Anyway, I think we can go. I'll time to go back to school for the club day ends.
Also, goddamn it,
Yeah.
Thomas Shack is basically just Count Olaf.
I think I just leave, and the animals
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like, wander
yeah.
back to the store.
Yes. Everything, all the animal stuff is handled off screen. The very next shot would be you all at club day. Rumi has, I'm going to say one. You can decide if you want maybe more than one club, but at least one application, and not as many as she previously had. And we don't know which club she's applying to yet.
I think you all know.
Well, I mean, the camera shows Rumi confidently walking up to the occult club and handing her application in. You won't let me put Holly in here, so instead it's just generic goth character.
Oh wait, what's Holly? I forgot.
Mhm.
No, it's Holly.
Yeah, Holly, he just
She just never has any
Smiling.
speaking lines.
very big, mischievous, awful smile, like the Grinch.
I think he just hands me a big pointy hat, and the scene cuts away.
It's got a big pointy hat and a frog. No. She either hands you the frog or just lets the frog loose, because that is what she would do, just cause chaos.
Hands you a frog, hands you a frog, hands you a frog.
Kit, did you join a club?
No. I went to all of them, and I thought about joining the speedrunning club, but I wanted to retire champion.
But how can you do that when DJ Beats is beating your time again?
I'm not going to say what I want to say, but I want to say it. Also, I am too busy skateboarding all the time.
Nice.
But if they ever want to do the weird stuff with pencils again, I'm probably down.
Sorry, I can't join a club. I must forever keep this vigil for DJ Beats. I will find him.
All right. And that
When
does
I do.
So trigger warning for homophobia. So Han gets home and his dad like immediately pounces on him like, did you join a club? It's very important for your college admission. And Han's like, yeah, I mean I joined the host club. And he shows him the application and his dad snatches it away and tears it up and says, no, that's gay. My son won't be doing any gay stuff. You're gonna join a manly club and do manly things, like the sports club. Here, he hands him a different application because he went to school and picked up a different application. You're joining football. Football's cool. Han just like looks really dejected and says, I don't, and then he just kind of accepts it and like looks like really shrunken and just kind of skulks away to his room.
The PetRanger's leader, Katsuki, receives a sudden but troubling message. DJ Beats has been kidnapped.
Our boss is in danger, and he said that she was the only one who could help him.
And who is this again?
Our boss, the investigator in the city, DJ Beats.
But does Katsuki really want to track down her arch enemy? And if she finds him, can she truly help him?
You got me. Not sure why you got me, but you got me.
Well, don't worry, I just have a request.
Next time on Domestic Sentai PetRanger, My Rival, My Life.
Do you question my existence?
All right, and we don't have to do the PetRanger say because it's pretty obvious this episode.
I would like to see what a different character says about what I learned.
When all else fails, join the occult.
Han out of character, like his actor, just hanging out, being an actual normal good person, is like, it's very important to not take on more responsibilities than you need and overwork yourself. Remember to practice self-care, kids, and he flashes a thumbs up.
Who needs the UN when you got witches?
Remember to practice. Does he say hashtag self-care?
Yes, hashtag self-care, and then he dabs.
And then every child immediately turns off the TV.
Is Han like a 20-something playing a teen?
Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
That's canonically
Absolutely.
what I told Luca, that Han is a 20-something-year-old guy playing a teenager.